Hey everybody, it is your friend Keith here at Essex Recording Studios in England, and I have a very rare Gibson Explorer for you, but it is unlike any other Explorer. This is the matte hook signature M4 Sherman Explorer. It's not just the paint scheme that's different, the body's different, there's obvious features that are totally different. We'll go into all of it. But I just want to give you a little view of the guitar in the case first. This is the box for the certificate of authenticity that comes with it, which is this big guy right here. So there's Jason. He's got the guitar. It's signed by him. It looks like kind of like a press pass or a VIP pass to a concert. And then on the back, you see this beautiful leather base, Gibson USA. You've got the serial number. Limited edition artist program. There you go. So they've made 400 of them. I've seen a few ever. None before I saw this one, and then I did research. But this is the only one I've seen with the signature on the body. The signature's under the paint, so it's under the on the paint, but under the lacquer, under the clear coat. So he signed it at the factory before the final coat was applied. Very cool truss rod cover. And what is that? Mother of pearl, Gibson logo. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take this out of its case and go over the features in more detail. For those of you that don't know who Jason Hook is, he is the guitarist for Five Finger Death Punch, current guitarist. And for you old timers who are saying, well, who's Five Finger Death Punch? I don't blame you, okay? But you would know the band he was in before that, and he was the main man for Alice Cooper prior to joining Five Finger Death Punch. Everyone knows Alice Cooper. So this guy is he's good stock, of good pedigree. Check out the case. This is my all-time favorite Gibson USA case. And that's probably because I was in the U.S. Army. That might have something to do with it. So when I see these stripes, that just reminds me of when I was in basic training getting screamed at by my drill sergeant. All right. So who can spot the differences between this Explorer and any other Explorer? I'll go over the whole thing here real fast. Always have loved the hockey stick headstock. It's iconic. But going back to the differences, if you've paused the video to have a look, we'll go ahead and cheat and I'll give you the answers now. Right here, you've got a slight cutaway to give better access to the bottom frets for all your fancy lead work. That's different. Seymour Duncan pickups. I think it's a 59 in the neck and a JB in the bridge. I'm not aware of any Explorers that had factory Seymour Duncan pickups. You've got this crazy guy here, just to give it a more rugged military look. What this is this is the access routing for all the wiring from the pickups to the selector switch to the control knob. So if you look down there, there's the wiring. And that's just, again, to make it stand out a bit, make it look a bit different, and maybe even to make life easier for a guitar tech if he had to do some emergency surgery. Having that there and just rip out the wiring loom and go could be handy. There's some really cool videos of Jason playing this exact guitar, this exact model. It is his signature after all. And he does have a variant that has LED light up stripes that are insane. Totally cool. They're like animated. Looks awesome. Check out that video on YouTube. Just look for some other models. Little boo-boo right here. Right there. And that is unfortunately from an occasion where this was gigged and a patron accidentally bumped into the guitar. So, it happens. It's life. I can tell you, having been in the Army, I've got plenty of boo-boos. So, that's just how it goes. And I mean, Five Finger Death Punch and Alice Cooper are as rock and roll as it gets. So having a little battle scar here or there is totally in line with their image, for sure. Okay. A little close up on this fretboard. The rosewood on this looks super premium. It really stands out. It's bright. It's very good looking. There we go. All of the frets. Are beautiful. The resonance on this guitar is awesome. I mean, it's hard to hear on a phone video, but it is really good. The guitar is set up and ready to go as it is. I think it's set up with the 9s on it. Go ahead and flip this bad boy over. Beautiful guitar. All right, so locking tuners. Awesome. And these are, again, our factory. I think, if I remember correctly, they were called Mini Grover locking tuners. They are badged as, yeah, the badged as Grovers. I don't know what's mini about them. They're pretty beefy. But I guess they're not as large as other locking tuners. We've got Mr. Hook right there. Howdy. Looking good. Pretty much standard with some of the high-profile artists. You've got, Zakk Wylde. He has a silhouette on the back. I think this looks a bit cooler. It's nice to have a little bit of color there. And then here's the back. And the back looks good. I don't see any buckle rash. Little smudge right there. And then, that's just a little bit of dirt right there. Little boo-boo on the tip. Happens. And aside from that, this thing looks awesome. So, if you want to be one of the lucky few, the lucky 400, who own one of these bad boys, you know where to go, and that would be my online guitar shop, EssexRecordingStudios.com. It's hosted by Reverb. If you haven't heard of Reverb yet, get out from under your rock. It is like the eBay of musical instruments, but 1,000 million times better. This is up for sale there. There's 400 made, but like I said, I think this is the only one I've seen out of like 4 or 5 from like past histories and stuff. This is the only one I've seen that actually has the signature on the body. And another comment I wanted to make, totally forgot to say this. You might not know who Jason Hook is, and you might not like, having a crazy graphic on the front, but this is the only way you can get this body style. And I mean, it is cool. Look at that cutaway. That is handy to have. The bevel, I don't know if I even discussed the bevel yet. I'll flip this back over again very carefully. Okay, there we go. This bevel here, that's all part of this design. It's only available on this M4 Sherman Tank Explorer model. So I mean, it would be probably an evil thing to do, but if you want to have a very rare Gibson Explorer with a totally unique design that they only made 400 of, and you're not a fan, you could always refinish it. You could play around with it and make it your own. It's a super cool body. It's my favorite Explorer ever made, hands down. So, it's not written in stone that you have to keep it looking this way. But I love it. I think it would be a crime to change it personally. Okay, and I'm getting a phone call, so I better scram. I hope this video gives you a good idea of what it's like to have one of these. You're not going to find one in your local guitar store. And yeah, guys, I've got more videos to do, so I'm going to sign off here. Follow us on Facebook. Give us a big fat like. It's Essex Recording Studios. Follow us on Instagram. Everyone's going to Instagram these days. People are jumping ship from Facebook, it seems. Too many ads. So we are at Essex Recording Studios on Instagram and Twitter. Tweet at us. We are at Essex Recording because they don't give us enough characters. So, take it easy, guys. I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.